Hey, Giovanni, man, congratulations on, well, certainly all the online success and packing houses down south there in Texas. I'm curious, man, for upcoming, musicians, local musicians growing up in small town America, what was the secret? How the heck did you end up with Crush Management? How'd you get on their radar? Who, by the way, has some major acts on their roster, Weezer not being the least among them, man. Wow.
Yeah, man, it was just kind of uh, in this industry. I feel like it takes a lot of hard work because you see musicians all the time that grind and they're amazing, but if you don't have that little bit of luck, man, it's insane. It's crazy. I can't tell you how or like I don't know, man. I'm just a small town kid that didn't know what I was doing in my life, and I like playing music, and somehow the way I felt, other people feel, and it's nuts, man. Getting paid for it is another thing. I didn't do this for money or anything. I did it for me,
Yeah, because you love
So
doing it.
exactly, 100%, man.
Right on, right
Yeah,
on.
yeah,
Mineral Wells is like out in the middle of nowhere. You got Weatherford, Mineral Wells, and it's and I, being from San Antonio, Texas, I've spent some time in Mineral Wells, man, and that's a
yeah,
badass town. When you talk about rodeo pros, I also do some work up in Guyman, Oklahoma, Liberal, Kansas, that area.
oh,
There's some badasses up there too. But
yeah,
Mineral Wells had the craziest MFers I think I've ever seen in my entire life. I remember spending a 4th of July out there once with a couple of former prison inmates who were rodeo rompers, and they were holding these black cat firecrackers, and they said if you just squeeze it hard enough, it's not going to blow your finger off. And they were lighting these black cat firecrackers and letting them explode right there in their hands, and they were going, "Go ahead, try it, man."
my God,
You guys are nuts, man. What was life growing up in Mineral Wells like, man?
man. Well, I grew up on the southwest side of town, which was not the greatest
Yeah.
place growing up. So yeah, man, just a bunch of not being at home and riding on bikes and hanging out with your buddies on the
Yeah.
block. Like,
Now,
that
did you
was
ever do any of the ranch and rodeo type of stuff there?
no. So then we moved to a little town called Lypan, Texas, and
Okay.
that's where I feel my mama raised me right, but that little town, like I don't know, man, they molded me into being very well mannered or respecting and all this stuff. And yeah, little small towns are awesome.
Yeah.
And I never got into the whole ranch rodeo thing. I had a bunch of buddies that were amazing, like
Yeah.
really good.
What was
But
the
I
name
never
of
got
what was the name of that resort that's right across the river there in Mineral Wells, where that had the big long water slide that went into the river? It's like a resort up on the hill there. Do you even recall?
I don't even know. I don't remember. I have no idea. I know they
Well,
have the big Baker Hotel, and I think they're redoing that.
that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
So obviously, Ramon Ayala was an influence. You'll be shocked to know that I spent a long career in the Tejano music industry. Our practice
Nice.
mate in the rehearsal studio was Selena Quintanilla y Los Dinos.
Wow.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Tell me, what other Tejano artists did you grow up listening to, or who were on your favorites list?
Yeah, Los Tigres del Norte, Los Tucanes, Los Garcia Bros.
Hmm.
They're one of my all-time. Yeah, the Garcia Brothers are one of my favorite. La Mafia.
La Mafia,
Uh,
our manager,
yeah.
managed La Mafia. He
Whoa.
drove a limo back and forth to work. Oscar y Leonard y La Mafia, and his license plate was La Mafia. And I got a
That's
long
so
story that
cool.
we'll have to share a beer once you make it out here to the West Coast. I'll tell you all
Yeah.
about it, man, for sure. Giovanni, dude, you have a killer band. Tell me more about the Hired Guns.
The Hired Guns, man. They're my brothers, man. Yeah, we have Jared Flushi. He's on guitar. I have Carlos Villa. He's actually my cousin. Like we grew up in Mineral Wells together, and I'll never forget. I offered him the job whenever I was starting my band. The very first, like I say, job. Like offered the job, like it was something huge back then.
Right.
And
Making
And,
$75 at the bar on the corner.
Yeah, everybody's making $5, $25 a piece. And
Yeah.
he was just like, at that time, life is, you know, it's insane how now he is touring with us. Like he plays lead guitar for the band, and have Carlos Trejo's on bass, Milton, he is on the drums, and then you have me, man, and we just get on stage and have fun.
Tell me about your songwriting process. How collaborative is that? I mean, is this something where you are the chief songwriter and you come in and say, okay, you're going to play this, you're going to play that? Or is it more of a collective, everybody gets into a jam room and you come up with a riff and you're like, oh, I like that, let's go. And that,
yes. You know. Yeah, so the way we do that is, like, I'll have something in my head, right? And I'll strum it, whatever, lay that down, like just have like, I'll hum melodies in the studio, like, man, like whatever. Then I'll go back, I'll take that melody, I'll go into another room, and I'll listen to just the acoustic guitar and the melody. I'll write words while my guys are in the other room jamming the F out, you know?
Yeah.
And then when I go back in there, they'll have the song already, like the main things that we want to work on. I'll go in, I'll track the rough track, I'll come back out, start writing again, and they'll finish that song. By the time I have another one, I'm ready to go back in, and they already have it, and we just.
Man, that's awesome. Yeah, it sounds like you have some good chemistry there for sure.
Yeah, man, it's cool.
Back to Ramon Ayala. Who is the teacher? Who's this blonde bombshell that you obviously had a lot of fun with? Do you still have a relationship there?
Yeah, man, she's a friend, man. You know, we I've known her for a little while, man, and yeah, she got fake boobs, and I was like, hey,
you're gonna be in a video.
Oh my God, guess what? You're gonna be in a video.
Yeah, no, that's awesome, man. So the holidays are here, and for whatever reason, in a lot of these interviews, I don't know why. I guess I'm kind of a foodie, but I like to talk about food stuff, and I know you would have an answer to this. What's your favorite kind of tamale?
Oh my, pork, man.
Pork. Okay. Pork. I've never gotten into the candied tamales. My wife and a lot of family is from El Paso. And of course, you know, Christmas time, it's just nothing but this and the in the kitchen, right, for hours on end. And they have these candied tamales, and I'm just, man, I can't do it. I like the carne de puerco and, you know, some of the spicy pork there.
Or the pollo.
Uh-huh.
My grandma makes some of the pollo, and she puts like jalapenos in there with like peas and carrots.
Now you're talking. Are you a fan of menudo or barbacoa?
Yes, both. I love menudo and I love barbacoa.
Okay.
Love it. I don't like the aftermath of barbacoa, but hell yeah, dude.
Right on. You know, this is a compliment. I have to say, the first time that I heard Ramon Ayala, I went, wow, this could easily be a new Seether song. He has got such a unique voice. And again, it's a compliment because Sean is one of my favorite singers ever. But tell me about some of your influences.
Yeah, man. Pretty much, I grew up listening to a lot of Korn, System of a Down, Deftones, all that growing up. And I don't know if I ever tried to like sing like any of them, but they definitely have some influence on me for sure.
Yeah. You know? And the rest of the band, are they all on the same you know, track?
Yeah, man, we're a bunch of metal punk heads.
Metalheads. Right on. What's your favorite Texas or maybe other state city to play in? I noticed you have one live video from the Blue Lamp, and I lived in Lubbock, Texas for about 2.5 years.
Yeah.
That's a killer place.
I love that place, man. I love it. Like, they accepted us, and then Lubbock just accepted us. Like, and after that, it was just like we have to play bigger venues because we don't play at the Blue Light anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool, man. Another place, probably Fort Smith, man.
Fort Smith.
They love us. They love us out. Yeah, Fort Smith, Arkansas, man.
Okay.
They're awesome.
Very cool. What's the plan for 2022? Will the rest of the country get to see the band live in action?
I hope so. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're pretty busy. We stay busy. I think now I don't think. I know we're gonna be releasing it out early, so it'll be really good, man. I'm really excited for that album. We've worked so hard on it. Like, we just have fun, and it just, yeah, it shows, man. You can hear it. You can. The hard work's there. It's cool. I can't wait for it to hear it. It's so nice.
Yeah. So, do you are you guys working on a package tour where you're going to be going out opening for somebody, or are you looking at doing a headlining tour across the country if you get some radio traction with Ramon Ayala?
Yeah, that's our goal, is maybe doing something like that. And yeah, man, just trying to figure out what the plan for 2022. But we're gonna be doing a lot of touring.
Okay. Tell me about the new album. When are we looking at a release date? Is there a name for the new album? And does the rest of the album sound a lot like Ramon Ayala, or are there some other influences on that?
The release date, I'm gonna keep it a surprise for a little while.
Okay.
You know, I gotta save that for, you know, and but it's gonna be early in the year, and yeah, the songs are like Ramon Ayala. Some of them are Deftones. Some of them are Alice in Chains. Some of them are. It's a mixture between all our favorite bands.
Yeah.
You know, and it's yeah, man. That I'm so excited for this album.
It would kind of be cool to see like a Cowboys from Hell tour where you go out and you have a Pantera tribute band opening up, and maybe you have Giovannie and like Nothing More from San Antonio, and there's a few other metal bands and rock bands that are doing some good stuff down there in the Great Lone Star State. Maybe just like a Texas tour, do a dozen or so dates, and try and cover the Southwest, man. Giovannie, great to meet you officially. I hope we can get you out here on the West Coast. And when you do, I'll give you the heads up. There's not a lot of great barbecue here on the West Coast. They call it Oakland barbecue, and it sucks. But you come to my hood, brother, and we will throw down Texas style. All right. I got a fajita recipe. I'm sure you're a fan of Taco Cabana. I know the key recipe. Those are homeboys. We went to high school together. I know the key recipe, and I'll show you, but you can't tell anybody about it, or I'd have to kill you. That would not be good.
All right. Perfect, man.
Giovannie, take care. Be safe out on the road, man, all right?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Good talking to you. We'll talk to you soon.
Yes, sir.